Jai Gurudev, and thank you for joining us. Today, again, we have with us an art living expert and an officer of Vedic Dharma Sansthan. Today, we'll be discussing about the Ashtalaxmi. So, Gurudev often speaks about abundance, not just in terms of money, but as a complete blossoming of life. Can you please explain what Ashtalaxmi really represents? Yes, Sir Jai Gurudev. Gurudev has beautifully explained that Ashtalakshmi are the eight forms of Goddess Lakshmi, which signify eight dimensions of abundance in life. Wealth is not just money, it includes health, knowledge, courage, prosperity, victory, fertility, and spiritual growth. These eight aspects are Adi Lakshmi, Dhana Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi, Gaja Lakshmi, Santan Lakshmi, Veera Lakshmi, Vijaya Lakshmi, and Vidya Lakshmi. Gurudev says when we recognize and honor these forms, we invite wholeness and balance into our lives. So, could you elaborate on the first form of the Adi Lakshmi and its spiritual meaning? Yes, Adi Lakshmi is the primal energy, the mother goddess who sustains creation. Gurudev points out that Adi Lakshmi resides as contentment. If you have everything but no satisfaction, then wealth cannot bring happiness. Adi Lakshmi blesses us with inner peace and a feeling of completeness. In ritual, she is invoked to remove the restlessness of the mind and grant stability, which is the real wealth in spiritual life. And what does Dhanalakshmi signify beyond money? Yes, Dhanalakshmi indeed refers to wealth, but as Gurudev clarifies, it is not just financial prosperity, it is the energy of generosity, the flow of resources. When we earn with integrity and spend with a sense of service, Dhanalakshmi grows. Gurudev often tells us money is like blood. If it doesn't circulate, it clots. This form blesses us with the right attitude towards money, neither greed nor miserliness, but balance. Now, what about Dhanya Lakshmi, the goddess of food and nourishment? As Dhanya Lakshmi represents grain, harvest, and nourishment, Gurudev says food is sacred. Annadata Sukhi Bhava. When we eat with gratitude and offer the first share to the divine, Dhanya Lakshmi is honored today with food insecurity and wastage. Invoking Dhanya Lakshmi means cultivating respect for resources, sustainability, and sharing with those in need. She ensures that no one around us goes hungry. Now, can you explain Gaja Lakshmi? Yes, Gajalakshmi is often depicted with elephants showering water, symbolizing royalty, power, and prosperity. Gurudev explains that this form represents not only material affluence but also dignity and respect in society. True wealth is when you are respected for your values, not just your possessions. Gajalakshmi's blessings bring stability in profession, leadership qualities, and honor. Now, how does Santan Lakshmi's blessings manifest in our lives? Yes, the Santan Lakshmi is the giver of progeny, continuity, and nurturing energy. Gurudev emphasizes that this does not mean only children but also creativity, ideas, and legacy. Every project, invention, or contribution that sustains society is Santan Lakshmi's grace. She blesses us with responsibility, nurturing capacity, and continuity of dharma in the family and community. Now, please share about the Veera Lakshmi. What kind of courage does she bestow? Yes, Veera Lakshmi grants valor and fearlessness. Gurudev highlights that real courage is not aggression, but the strength to stand for truth, to face challenges, and to smile amidst difficulties. Veera Lakshmi awakens resilience, patience, and inner strength. Whether it's facing illness, loss, or injustice, her blessings empower us to move forward without losing our values. And what is the significance of Vijaya Lakshmi? Yes, Vidya Lakshmi is the goddess of victory not just in battles but in all aspects of life. Gurudev explains that when our mind is free from doubts, clarity and success follow. Vijaya Lakshmi's blessings bring success in education, relationships, and spiritual practices. Importantly, she signifies victory with the humility where success benefits not just the individual but the society. Finally, what about Vidya Lakshmi? Yes, Jai Gurudev, Vidya Lakshmi is the goddess of knowledge, wisdom, and skill. Gurudev says true education is not only information but transformation. Vidya Lakshmi awakens discrimination, clarity of thought, and the ability to see the bigger picture in the art of living. Gurudev insists that knowledge should be imbibed in life, not just memorized. Her blessings refine our intellect and align us with dharma. So, how can a seeker invoke Ashtalakshmi in daily life? Gurudev guides us that invocation is not limited to rituals, it is living these values daily: gratitude for food of Dhanya Lakshmi, right use of wealth or Dhana Lakshmi, courage in adversity, Veera Lakshmi, humility in success, Vijaya Lakshmi, and continuous learning of Vidya Lakshmi. Practices like meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, Seva, and Satsang harmonize these energies in us, and when we align with Dharma, Ashtalakshmi naturally manifests. So, in conclusion, Gurudev says Lakshmi is not outside, it is the energy within you. When you recognize and nurture it, abundance in every form blossoms, Jai Gurudev. So, what does Adi Lakshmi represent and how is it relevant to seekers today? Yes, Jai Gurudev, Adi Lakshmi is the primordial energy, the eternal mother, and who sustains creation. Gurudev explains that her blessings is the wealth of contentment. Many chase possessions yet feel empty. Adi Lakshmi fills that void with inner satisfaction, reminding us that true abundance begins with peace of mind in daily life. When we meditate or do Sudarshan Kriya, restlessness dissolves and Adi Lakshmi shines as calm joy. Without her, wealth feels incomplete. With her, even little things bring immense happiness. She is the root of all prosperity, anchoring us in stability, simplicity, and gratitude amidst life's constant fluctuations. So, how does Gurudev define Dhana Lakshmi beyond material wealth? Yes, Jayagurudev, Dhanalakshmi is wealth in its broader sense: money, resources, generosity, and right attitude towards prosperity. Gurudev often says money is like blood, it must circulate. Hoarding blocks abundance, but sharing multiplies it. Dhanalakshmi blesses us when wealth is earned ethically and used responsibly. She is not just currency, but also opportunities, time, and talents. If misused, she vanishes. In rituals, offerings to Dhanalakshmi remind us to align prosperity with service. Gurudev encourages seva and charity, which naturally attract her grace. Thus, real richness is when financial growth uplifts not only the individual but also society at large. So, what is the spiritual significance of Dhanya Lakshmi in today's world? Yes, Dhanya Lakshmi is the giver of grains, nourishment, and food security. Gurudeva emphasizes that food is divine energy, Annam Brahmam. Every grain embodies life force. Honoring her means reducing food wastage, eating mindfully, and ensuring no one goes hungry. Today, with global hunger and environmental imbalance, invoking Dhanya Lakshmi is about sustainable living and gratitude for nature's bounty. In ashram kitchens, food is prepared with mantra chanting, making every meal prasad. Gurudev teaches that eating in awareness purifies the mind. Dhanya Lakshmi's grace ensures strength, vitality, and abundance of resources, nurturing both the physical body and the subtle mind. So, how does Gajalakshmi's blessing manifest in life and society? Yes, Gajalakshmi with elephant showering prosperity symbolizes majesty, power, and dignity. Gurudev explains that her blessing is not just financial opulence but also respect, reputation, and leadership grounded in values. Without character, wealth is hollow. Gajalakshmi blesses kings, leaders, and householders who protect Dharma in our lives. She brings confidence, stability, and honor in community. Gurudev often points out that dignity is true wealth, it cannot be bought. Through seva, humility, and dharmic living, we invoke her. She ensures prosperity flows with respect, allowing one to command influence not through fear, but through love, wisdom, and compassion. Now, what does Santan Lakshmi signify beyond progeny? Yes, Gurudev Santan Lakshmi blesses us with continuity, children, creativity, and legacy. Gurudev clarifies that she is not limited to biological offspring. Every noble idea, innovation, or tradition carried forward is her grace. She nurtures dharma across generations. Parents invoke her for healthy children, while seekers invoke her for fertile minds and new beginnings. Gurudev says life is not complete if we don't pass on wisdom. Santan Lakshmi ensures continuity of culture, knowledge, and spiritual practices. In ashram life, teaching Sudarshan Kriya to youth or preserving Vedic chants is Santan Lakshmi at work, ensuring life and dharma flow beyond one's lifetime. So, how does Veera Lakshmi grant courage to modern seekers? Yes, Jayagurudev, Veera Lakshmi symbolizes valor, resilience, and fearlessness. Gurudev often says true courage is the ability to smile amidst adversity. She grants strength to face life's challenges without losing balance. In ancient times, she blessed warriors in battle. Today, she blesses us to confront stress, injustice, illness, and emotional struggles. Veera Lakshmi manifests in those who uphold truth even when it is difficult. Through meditation, our inner energy awakens and fear dissolves. Gurudev emphasizes that courage is not aggression but compassion in action. Veera Lakshmi's grace makes one unshakable, instilling confidence, patience, and the power to stand firm for Dharma. Now, what kind of victory does Vijaya Lakshmi represent? Yes, Jayagurudev, Vijaya Lakshmi is the goddess of victory, success, and accomplishment. Gurudev explains that victory is not just external winning competitions or arguments, but also conquering inner enemies like doubt, fear, and anger with her grace. Success comes with humility and benefits all, not just the self. Vijaya Lakshmi ensures alignment of effort with divine will, where obstacles dissolve and clarity prevails. Gurudev emphasizes meditation as a key to victory because a calm mind makes the right decisions, whether in exams, relationships, or spiritual progress. Vijaya Lakshmi blesses us with success that is wholesome, sustainable, and rooted in Dharma. Now, how does Vidya Lakshmi influence our spiritual and worldly growth? Yes, Sajay Gurudev, Vidya Lakshmi is the embodiment of wisdom, knowledge, and learning. Gurudev says that true education is not stuffing information but blossoming of values. Vidya Lakshmi sharpens discrimination, expands intellect, and deepens awareness. With her blessing, learning transforms into wisdom and wisdom into compassion. In practical life, she blesses students with clarity, professionals with skill, and seekers with spiritual insight. Gurudev emphasizes knowledge with humility. Ego distorts wisdom. Practices like chanting, meditation, and satsang invoke Vidya Lakshmi, aligning the intellect with a higher truth. She ensures that our knowledge leads to service and upliftment, not arrogance, making life purposeful and enlightened. So, how can seekers invoke Adi Lakshmi in daily spiritual practice? Gurudev explains that Adi Lakshmi represents the primordial source of abundance rooted in contentment. Invocation is not just ritualistic worship but cultivating gratitude. When we meditate, practice Sudarshan Kriya, or sit in silence, the mind settles and restlessness fades. This is Adi Lakshmi's grace. A discontented mind cannot appreciate wealth. True prosperity begins with inner peace. Daily gratitude practices, chanting, and seva invoke her energy. Gurudev often says, if you are content, abundance flows naturally. Thus, Adi Lakshmi blesses seekers with stability, satisfaction, and the wisdom to enjoy life without constant craving for more. Now, what balance does Gurudev suggest in honoring Dhanalakshmi? Yes, Jai Gurudev. Gurudev emphasizes that Dhanalakshmi is not about blind accumulation, but the balance of earning, saving, and giving. Money is the energy, it must circulate. When used for service and dharmic purposes, it multiplies. Misuse or hoarding causes stagnation. Dhanalakshmi blesses us when we approach wealth with detachment and responsibility. Gurudev reminds us that abundance is not measured by how much we have, but by how much peace it brings. By offering a portion of earnings for seva, maintaining honesty in work, and living without greed, we honor Dhanalakshmi. She then ensures financial flow, stability, and generosity in life. So, how can honoring Dhanalakshmi change our relationship with food? Yes, Dhanya Lakshmi blesses us with food, harvest, and nourishment. Gurudev teaches that food should be eaten with reverence, not mindless indulgence. In Art of Living, food is considered prasad, prepared with mantra chanting, shared with love, and consumed with awareness. When we waste food, we dishonor Dhanya Lakshmi. Offering the first portion to nature, to birds, or in prayer is a way to invoke her. Gurudev often says, food is medicine when eaten in awareness. Dhanya Lakshmi's grace ensures health, vitality, and sustainability, reminding us to protect nature, support farmers, and share meals with those less fortunate. Now, how does Gajalakshmi guide leaders and householders in today's world? Yes, so Gajalakshmi symbolizes elephant showering prosperity, majesty, power, and abundance. Gurudev explains her blessings as respect and dignity, which are higher forms of wealth than material possessions. Leaders blessed by Gajalakshmi command honor through wisdom and compassion, not fear. For householders, she ensures financial stability combined with reputation in society. Gurudev says that true power is not in dominating but in uplifting others. Gajalakshmi's energy helps maintain harmony in families, organizations, and communities. When seva, humility, and righteousness guide one's actions, Gajalakshmi manifests as confidence, respect, and prosperity that is stable and beneficial for all. Now, what practical ways can one invite Santan Lakshmi's blessings? Yes, Jai Gurudev, Santan Lakshmi represents children, creativity, and continuation of Dharma. Gurudev explains that parenting with values, teaching wisdom, and nurturing society are her blessings. She is not limited to biological offspring. Creative projects, innovations, and dharmic traditions are her gifts. Invoking her means living responsibly, ensuring continuity of wisdom and culture. In Art of Living, teaching meditation and pranayama to youth is Santan Lakshmi in action, passing timeless practices to the next generation. Daily prayers for children, mentoring, or simply nurturing ideas. With patience, invoke her. She ensures growth, legacy, and the continuity of good deeds across time. So, how can Veera Lakshmi help overcome fear and challenges? Yes, Veera Lakshmi symbolizes courage, resilience, and fearlessness. Gurudev emphasizes that courage is not aggression but the ability to remain centered in the face of difficulties. She empowers us to act with compassion, truth, and strength through pranayama and meditation. Inner energy rises, making fear dissolve. Veera Lakshmi manifests in those who uphold righteousness. Even when circumstances are tough, Gurudev often says, smile is a sign of inner strength. With her grace, the seekers gain patience, determination, and the will to fight inner enemies like doubt and fear, ensuring progress in both material and spiritual journeys. Now, what is the essence of Vijaya Lakshmi's victory? Yes, Vijayalakshmi blesses seekers with victory, not just external success, but inner triumph. Gurudev explains that true victory is overcoming negativity, doubts, and confusion. A calm mind cultivated through meditation makes right decisions and brings success naturally. Her grace ensures achievements that are wholesome, sustainable, and beneficial for society. Gurudev emphasizes humility in success, reminding us that arrogance destroys victories in exams, careers, relationships, or spiritual practice. Vijaya Lakshmi helps dissolve obstacles. She ensures success comes aligned with Dharma, where the outcome uplifts everyone, not just the individual. Thus, her victory is expansive, selfless, and long lasting. Now, how does Vidya Lakshmi transform learning into wisdom? Yes, Jai Gurudev, Vidya Lakshmi is the goddess of knowledge, intellect, and wisdom. Gurudev says education is not just information but transformation. She blesses seekers with discrimination, knowing what to accept and what to discard. With her grace, bookish knowledge becomes experiential wisdom. She nurtures humility, ensuring that learning does not inflate ego but deepens compassion. Vidya Lakshmi is honored through chanting, satsang, meditation, and application of wisdom in life. Gurudev insists that knowledge should uplift society, not remain theoretical. With her blessing, students gain clarity, professionals sharpen skills, and seekers progress on the spiritual path with insight and humility. So, why is Adi Lakshmi considered the foundation of all other Lakshmis? Yes, Gurudev explains that Adi Lakshmi is the timeless source of all wealth, material and spiritual. Without contentment, no other wealth feels fulfilling. She symbolizes the original energy that sustains the universe. Scriptures describe her as seated on a lotus, radiating serenity. Gurudev often says, when you are content, even little becomes infinite. Her blessings brings mental peace, removing cravings and anxieties. In daily life, meditation, silence, and gratitude invoke her presence. She helps seekers anchor in the present moment. Adi Lakshmi is thus the mother of all abundance, ensuring stability and harmony before other forms of wealth can blossom. Now, how can seekers ensure the grace of Dhanalakshmi remains with them? Gurudev emphasizes that wealth should be respected as divine energy. Dhanalakshmi blesses those who earn through dharma, spend responsibly, and share generously. In scriptures, misusing wealth invites downfall, while seva and charity expand abundance. Gurudev says, when you serve society, nature serves you back. This is the principle of Dhanalakshmi. Her grace flows when we avoid greed, hoarding, or exploitation. Instead, if we see money as a tool for uplifting others, prosperity multiplies. Invoking her means honesty in work, offering a share to the divine, and maintaining balance between material comfort and spiritual awareness. So, how is Dhanya Lakshmi's blessing crucial in today's ecological context? Yes, Dhanalakshmi provides food, harvest, and nourishment. Gurudev highlights that food is a sacred energy or Annam Brahmam. In today's world where climate change threatens agriculture, invoking Dhanalakshmi means respecting nature and sustainable farming at the Art of Living International Center. Organic cultivation and zero waste kitchens reflect her blessings. Gurudev reminds us to eat with awareness, honor farmers, and never waste food. Sharing meals with the needy invokes her grace. She nurtures health, vitality, and harmony in body and mind. Without her, even wealth feels empty. With her, simple food becomes prasad, carrying divine nourishment and gratitude. So, how does Gajalakshmi teach balance between power and humility? Yes, Gajalakshmi, flanked by elephants, symbolizes wealth with dignity, influence, and respect. Gurudev explains that true power is when people respect you for your values, not fear you for authority. Leaders blessed by Gajalakshmi uplift society through dharmic action. A blessing is necessary for stability in business, governance, and family. Gurudev often says power with humility becomes seva. Power with ego becomes a burden. Invoking her means practicing responsibility, fairness, and compassion. She teaches us that wealth without honor is fragile, but wealth with dignity inspires generations. Gajalakshmi harmonizes prosperity with ethical leadership and humility. Now, how does Santan Lakshmi influence both family and society? Yes, Jai Gurudev, Santan Lakshmi is the giver of progeny, continuity, and nurturing energy. Gurudev explains her blessing as the flow of life and wisdom across generations. While she ensures healthy children for families in society, she represents innovation, creativity, and dharmic traditions. Invoking her means nurturing not only children but also ideas, relationships, and values. Gurudev emphasizes that legacy is not property but the values we pass on in the art of living. When knowledge is shared with the youth, Santan Lakshmi is present. She blesses continuity of culture, spiritual practices, and dharmic living, ensuring that goodness outlives individual lifetimes. Now, how can Veera Lakshmi's energy help seekers face inner struggles? Yes, Veera Lakshmi is valor, strength, and resilience. Gurudev explains that inner enemies like fear, doubt, anger are tougher than external challenges. She blesses seekers with fearlessness and stability. To face them through meditation and pranayama, inner energy rises, dissolving fear. Gurudev says courage is smiling even in crisis. Veera Lakshmi grants patience in adversity, clarity in conflict, and strength to uphold dharma. Her presence is felt when one stands firm for truth despite opposition. In modern life, her grace helps us overcome stress, insecurity, and failure with resilience. Veera Lakshmi transforms fear into strength, ensuring steady progress on life's journey. Now, why does Gurudev stress humility in Vijaya Lakshmi's blessings? Yet Vijaya Lakshmi brings victory in every sphere education, career, relationships, and spiritual growth. Gurudev explains that success without humility leads to downfall. Real victory is not defeating others but uplifting them. Vijaya Lakshmi ensures success aligned with Dharma, where obstacles vanish and clarity arises. Gurudev emphasizes meditation as a key. When the mind is calm, right action follows. Victories under her grace come effortlessly with joy and humility, whether overcoming exams, winning projects, or progressing spiritually. Vijaya Lakshmi ensures sustainable success. Her blessing is not just triumph, but the wisdom to handle success gracefully without arrogance or attachment. Now, how does Vidya Lakshmi transform ordinary learning into higher wisdom? Yes, Vidya Lakshmi governs knowledge, education, and intellect. Gurudev says, information fills the mind, but wisdom transforms life. With her blessings, seekers go beyond rote learning into deep understanding. She bestows clarity, discrimination, and humility, ensuring knowledge is used for upliftment, not ego. Gurudev insists that true wisdom is recognizing the bigger picture, knowing what matters and what doesn't. Chanting, satsang, meditation, and studying scriptures invoke her. Vidya Lakshmi blesses students with clarity, professionals with skills, and seekers with spiritual insight. She ensures that intellect is guided by compassion, making knowledge not just useful but deeply transformative. Vijay Gurudev.